We sell restaurants. Restaurant Buyer Activity Report, May 2026. Market Intelligence Edition. Executive Summary. Buyer demand for restaurant businesses remained strong in May 2026 across all measurable signals tracked by We Sell Restaurants, the nation's largest restaurant brokerage firm. Our marketplace holds more than $585 million in listing inventory across 1,225 all-plus listings. This report focused on the top 25 listings to determine trends and buyer intent, tracking 3 key metrics: signed confidentiality agreements, CAs, new buyer inquiries, and Google Analytics website traffic, alongside sold listing data. North Carolina emerged as the dominant destination for buyer activity, with the broader Southeast corridor from the Carolinas through Florida and Tennessee defining where buyers are most actively engaging. Affordably priced listings under $100,000 are generating outsized interest, and cafe, coffee shop, and QSR segments are leading all categories. Despite the war in Iran, rising gas prices, and stock market uncertainty, buyers actively searching for a restaurant have not abandoned their search. Confidentiality agreements, where buyers are committing. Signed CAs represent the highest intention buyer signal in our dataset. A prospective buyer who signs a CA has reviewed a listing and formally requested confidential financials. May 2026 produced hundreds of CAs across the top 25 listings, revealing clear geographic and price point patterns. North Carolina dominates. North Carolina listings generated nearly half of all CA activity in the top 25, a figure that speaks to the depth of buyer demand in the Carolinas market. Cary claimed the top city spot with CAs across 3 listings ranging from a $149,000 Italian restaurant to a $475,000 butcher shop hybrid to a $225,000 bar with a 16-tap draft system. The variety of concepts generating that level of interest is notable. Buyers in Cary are not narrowly focused on one format. Charlotte added hundreds of CAs across 5 listings spanning asset sales, under $50,000 to a $325,000 full-service Italian concept in Midtown, indicating a buyer pool spanning first-time acquirers alongside more capitalized buyers. Nashville produced strong interest across 3 listings priced between $99,000 and $149,000, making it the most active non-NC market. Price points: under $100K. Buyers are highly active. Of the top 25 CA generating listings, 13 were priced below $100,000, yet they accounted for a substantial share of total CA volume. The median asking price among the top 25 was $99,000. The 3 listings over $1 million all involved multi-unit packages with documented earnings. The Concord NC listing at 3.7 M with 10.5 M in net sales and $1.47 MR owner benefit drew dozens of CAs, confirming that sophisticated buyers are actively evaluating proven systems alongside entry-level opportunities. Business types: cafes, QSR, and asset sales. Lead asset sales generated the single largest CA volume at 286, where buyers acquire equipment and space without purchasing an operating business. Fast food and QSR concepts followed at 242 CAs, with cafe and coffee concepts at 224. Bars and pubs drew 183 CAs, while multi-unit and franchise opportunities generated 122 and 111 CAs respectively. Franchisors seeking second-generation locations have long favored the asset sales structure, and May's data confirms demand remains robust. New buyer inquiries: what the browsing buyer wants. Inquiries represent buyers earlier in the decision cycle who are exploring but have not yet committed to a full CA. A Scottsdale AZ 2-cafe package at $195,000 led all inquiry listings for the month. A Marietta GA juice bar asset sale at $35,000 also drew strong interest, showing demand spans wide price ranges and multiple geographies. A Tampa FL Cafe with $46,000 owner benefit at $110,000, asking generated strong inquiry volume, reflecting how interest spikes when pricing is clearly calibrated to visible returns. Franchise listings appeared prominently despite representing a smaller share of total inventory. A multi-unit Papa John's in Alabama at $1.75 with 4.2 as in sales matched a Concord NC multi-unit package at $3.7 for inquiry volume. An Orlando franchise at $875,000 with $286,000 owner benefit, and a Detroit subway at $180,000 with SBA eligible financing, both ranked in the top quartile. Where CA activity concentrated in North Carolina, the inquiry funnel showed broader geographic distribution across Georgia, Tennessee, Texas, Michigan, and Indiana. The conversion gap in these markets may be addressable through pricing, presentation, and certifications. Google Analytics, the digital buyer footprint. Nashville accounted for 4 of the top 25 most trafficked listings in May, more than any other single metro. 3 downtown listings priced between $99,000 and $160,000 drew consistent digital attention, reflecting the market's expanding buyer base. Florida tied North Carolina with 6 top traffic listings, spanning a $3.99 multi-unit burger concept in Tampa, a $799,000 waterfront bar and grill in North Fort Myers, a $250,000 Thai restaurant in Orlando, and entry-level pizza concepts from $90,000 to $199,000. Florida buyers are evaluating the full spectrum of opportunity. May 2026 closed transactions. Several dozen transactions closed through May 2026, with sale prices ranging from $25,000 to $915,000. The median closed price was $160,500 and the mean was $237,154. Breaking it down, 39% of closed deals were under $150,000. Another 39% fell between $150,000 and $209,999. 18% closed between $300,000 and $599,999. And just 4% closed at $600,000 or above. In total, 78% of all closings fell below $300,000, confirming this is predominantly a small business buyer market. Second-generation concepts at low price points offer existing infrastructure for simple conversions, attractive to franchisees who need locations faster than new construction allows. The median days on market was 2 of 46, with a mean of 2 of 68, ranging from 48 days for a well-priced Pompano Beach pizza restaurant to 838 days for a Tallahassee concept that generated 126 ICAs over its listing life. The median CAs signed before closing was 56, with a mean of 87. Sellers discouraged at 40 CAs are statistically still in the active buyer phase. Florida led all states for closings, with North Carolina and South Carolina together ranking second. Key takeaways for sellers: price under $300,000 to access the broadest buyer pool. Expect 50 to 100 CAs before finding your buyer. Asset sale positioning keeps buyer interest alive when cash flow is limited. Certified pre-owned status and 360 virtual tours correlated with stronger engagement. For buyers, North Carolina and Florida offer the deepest inventory and most motivated sellers. Cafes and QSR concepts face the most competition. The median time to close is 246 days, so plan accordingly. Sub-$100,000 listings attract intense competition, so move quickly and position yourself as a qualified buyer. For the industry, the Southeast Corridor continues to define the market. The affordable restaurant segment under $300,000 is the most active by every measure. Long-tenured listings are not dead listings. Many accumulate CAs over 12 to 24 months before closing.